The phone hummed, one brief pulse, not a call, a location pin. I was already in the passenger seat when it arrived, watching rain smear the windshield into long, trembling streaks. My old friend kept his eyes forward, hands steady, jaw locked. The practiced calm of someone who has watched things go wrong and survived them. "Recording," he said quietly. A red light glowed on the dash, then another. I didn't ask why he'd switched them on. I already knew. In the back seat, my wife shifted, too restless for a simple drive. Her perfume, once familiar and warm, now felt invasive, like another's fingerprints on my skin. She was texting quickly, deleting faster. I caught her eye in the rearview mirror. She held my gaze for half a second, then looked away. That was the moment something inside me went quiet. Not broken, not enraged, just still. The kind of stillness that settles before a choice you can't take back. Another buzz. A message preview flashed across her screen. Routes, times, drop points. She didn't notice me watching. Or maybe she did, and believed it was already too late for me to matter. The car merged onto the highway. City lights stretched thin in the rain. And somewhere between one exit and the next, my marriage finished bleeding out, quietly, without a sound. I didn't confront her. That's the mistake people make, thinking betrayal is about emotion. It isn't. It's about logistics, patterns, who moves what and who gains. She'd been distant for months, not cold, careful. And careful is worse. Cold slips, careful plans. Late nights, sudden interest in my work, my routes. I move things people prefer go untracked. Not illegal, just valuable. Timing matters, knowledge matters more. I'd built my system myself, every shortcut, every blind spot. She asked questions like she was curious, listened like she was loyal, and slept like someone with nothing to hide. I told myself it was stress, that trust was a choice, that suspicion was a weakness. Then came the unexplained cache, the burner phone she found and never handed in, the way she started correcting me about my own routes. I didn't accuse, I adjusted, changed schedules, fed her false details, watched which lies traveled fastest. They moved fast, too fast. Someone else was listening, and she was the door. I became a ghost in my own life, smiled when she smiled, nodded when she spoke. Inside, I recorded everything, phone records first. She was sloppy there, burners leave shadows, calls at odd hours, always the same window, always after she thought I was asleep. Then the drives. I started asking my old friend for rides, said my car was unreliable. He didn't ask, just installed new dash cams, front, rear, cabin. Just in case, he said. Cases have a way of finding you. We drove the routes together, the real ones, the decoys. I talked, she listened. Sometimes she texted. Every message time-stamped, every glance caught in glass. I saw her posture shift when certain names came up, how her shoulders relaxed when she thought she was winning, when she thought I was slow. I wasn't slow. I was building a timeline. Not to punish her, to understand her. And once I did, the rest was simple. The footage came together on a Tuesday night. 3 screens, no sound. I didn't need sound. Her lips moved around words I knew well. Route numbers, delivery gaps, the kind of information that unravels a business in the wrong hands. Then the affair, not shown, heard. Her voice, low, intimate, strategic. She wasn't in love, she was recruiting. I paused the video on her face mid-sentence. The woman I married, frozen in the act of selling me out. The next morning, I slid my phone across the table. "Do you recognize this?" She watched, color drained, breath hitched. "It's not," she began. I raised a finger. She stopped. That was when she understood. Not that she'd been caught, but that I'd already moved beyond her. I didn't shout. I forwarded the footage to her partner, to the buyers waiting for the routes, to those who thought she was a prize asset. Dashcam angles don't lie, neither do timestamps. By nightfall, her phone wouldn't stop ringing. By morning, it went dead. She sat on the edge of the bed, trembling, not crying, calculating, still searching for leverage. "You destroyed everything," she whispered. I shook my head. "No," I said, "you did. I just stopped protecting it." I walked away with my routes intact, my systems rebuilt, my life stripped clean of lies. She lost the deal, lost the man, lost the future she'd been planning in the dark. Some betrayals burn, this one froze. I don't miss her, I miss who I believed she was, and even that fades. Control doesn't come from revenge, it comes from clarity. I learned that trust is a currency, and she spent mine carelessly. That silence is louder than rage, and that cameras, like truth, don't blink when things turn ugly. Sometimes I drive that stretch of highway, same exit, same lights. I don't feel anger, just distance. She wanted my routes. I took my life back instead, and left her there, trapped in the footage, forever explaining a story no one believes anymore.